Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Black Talk Show. I have Coach Jasondra here with me today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I'm glad to have you. So, right now, I'll read your bio and then we'll get into it, okay?
Sounds good.
I have Coach Jasondra is the co-founder of the uniquely formed grassroots organization called the Sugar to Fiber Movement, established January 1st, 2024. She's also the founder and CEO of Juggling Blessings Network and Company, Inc., where she advocates and teaches impactpreneurs how to balance the nets that make their personal and business life work. She obtained her PhD, passionate, humble, and driven, over 30 years ago, and uses her personal experience and wisdom to help her clients monetize their stories via a groundbreaking system she created called the MESS, the MESS system,
Hmm.
for over 20 years. As Jasondra Consulting has specialized in digitalizing small and medium-sized business with a pay-it-forward mindset. As Jasondra Consulting primary goal is to equip its clients with e-commerce, cryptocurrency, and other revenue building concepts to further empower them and close the digital divide worldwide, increase their bottom line favorably in record time, and create successful, impactful giving strategies that gives them the competitive edge. Can get that out. She has been an international impactpreneur for over 30 years now and looks forward to helping those who desire to pivot their passion into profit through their lasting technology. So, after I just read your bio, so I don't want you to tell it all again, but I want you to tell us your story. How did you start this sugar to fiber?
Okay. So, Coach Tina just shared, the Sugar to Fiber movement started this January of this year. And it started with last November. A dear friend of mine contacted me because he knew that 5 years ago I was diagnosed with diabetes. And he knows I'm a health nut and I'm always looking for natural ways to deal with things. And I barely take an aspirin. And I've been that way since high school. And by the way, I turned 60 in February. So it's been a long time that I've been doing the herb thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I refused to do metformin and Jardiance. And so for 5 years, I've tried everything under the sun, inexpensive, expensive, and everything in between, and had some little results. But it wasn't until this friend of mine shared this product that he came across, because he's in the wellness space, that
Mm-hmm.
turns sugar in your gut to fiber. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting, because I had been studying for quite some time metabolic gut health. And I knew that sounded very interesting. So I was like, oh, okay, let me dig a little deeper. And so he shared some information with me that Harvard studied this process for over 10 years, and that the company that he was an ambassador with, brand ambassador with, was first to bring it to market. So I said, okay, well, let me try it. And so, remind you, this was the first week of November, and my family is big, big, big foodies. We fellowship around food, and
Yes.
so Thanksgiving is definitely my favorite holiday. No pressure of gift giving or anything like that. Just gifting yourself and your time, and then Christmas is a big holiday as well for the kids and everything. So I didn't start the product until December 28th, to be exact. And when
Okay.
I tell you, within 72 hours, I knew something was going on, and the rest has been history.
Yes.
Rest has been
History.
history.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I we talk about is Ozempian and how this I'm big on the weight part. So how it helps with the weight loss, because a lot of people take their pills and they have all those side effects.
Oh,
So
yes.
this sugar to fiber, does it give a lot of side effects to it, or is it
Yes.
because it's all natural, right?
It's all natural. And yes, one of the benefits of this natural product is weight loss. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even looking to lose weight. I'm 5'9". I carried my weight pretty well, and I didn't even think I needed to lose any weight. But I lost almost 40 pounds in less than 90 days, and I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even looking to lose weight. And so um, when I found the product, and start taking it in December, I shared it with a dear friend of mine who's now the co-founder of the movement along with me. She's a nurse practitioner, and her area of expertise is diabetic care. And so being diabetic, you have to also be a nutritionist and be well versed on lifestyle changes, because that's
Yes.
one of the main things you have to do when you're battling that situation. So one of the benefits of this product, which by the way, this is not a diabetic product, is a sugar enzyme product. And
Mm-hmm.
so one of the benefits is you lose weight. One of the benefits is your sugar numbers are lowered.
Okay.
One of the other benefits is that it helps your mood, because
Mm-hmm.
stress causes our sugar to spike. And your sugar spikes, you crave, you're moody, you eat food at the
Mm-hmm.
wrong inopportune times, and that's why we tend to gain weight. They call it stress eating. And
Mm-hmm.
so this product curbs your appetite. You almost have to, set a timer to make sure you eat something
Yeah.
because it does an incredible job of curbing your appetite. So it's just amazing. So we coined this product the natural Ozempic,
Mm-hmm.
without the drugs and without the side effect. You get the same level of weight loss. You lose a lot of weight very quickly, and so it's we share a lot of tips on how to maintain this weight loss and how to maintain health, because when you lose weight that fast, you need to do weightlifting
Yeah.
and strength training, and they say it the same thing with Ozempic as well, because when you lose weight that fast, it attacks your muscles. And so what we don't like is our skin flapping all over the place and
Yes.
things of that nature. We want to be toned and mean, lean,
Yeah.
and fighting pain. So,
Yeah. Yes.
so yes, yes.
So
So,
so tell t- are you done? I was gonna say, tell
uh,
me, why did you start this movement? What was your why?
well, my why was I'm big on paying it forward to my family, to my circle of friends, and to my community. I've always been like a grassroots type of individual, always concerned about what's going on around me and
Mm-hmm.
my family, my friends, my neighbors. And so once let me just back it up a little bit. I'm a former hair salon owner. I had a huge salon in the suburbs of Los Angeles, and Stevie Wonder brought his mother there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I could go on. Will Smith brought his first wife and his mother. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
all the celebrities that lived in the Los Angeles area brought their family and their loved ones to the salon, because we had everything in one place, which is typically hard to find sometimes. You have to go
Yes.
over here to get your nails done, over here to get a facial, you got to go over here to get your hair
Mm-hmm.
done. And we were able to have all that in one place. And so, I've heard so many stories. I call hair salon owners, hairstylists in particular,
Yeah.
ghetto therapists.
Yeah.
We hear it all.
A listening ear to people. Yeah.
We hear it all. And
Oh
so I hear
yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
many stories about people losing their limbs. I had a couple of customers lose their eyesight due to complications of diabetes. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why once I found out all the benefits of this incredible natural product, including weight loss, I partnered up with my friend who's a nurse practitioner, and we decided to start a movement. And we just want to educate our community about the power of just knowing your numbers, because a lot of
Yeah.
our family and friends don't even know what their numbers are. They don't know what
Yes.
their cholesterol is. They don't know what their
Mm-hmm.
sugar numbers are. They don't even know how much they weigh. They don't even get on the thing. They just know their clothes are tight, and they scared to know. They don't want to
Yeah.
know the number,
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
we tell it's important
Yeah.
that you do know your numbers. And
Yes.
so that's why we decided to turn this into a movement. And so we're locking arms with other grassroots organizations, including like Black Lives Matter, because we put a spotlight on healthcare injustice,
Mm-hmm.
justices
Yes.
that plague our communities worldwide, Black and Brown
Mm-hmm.
communities worldwide. And so we want to put a spotlight on it, because these pharmaceutical companies that are making billions of dollars off Ozempic and metformin and all these other products that they want to push on to Black and Brown people,
Yes.
with Ozempic in particular, when you walk into the doctor's office, for the ones who are taking advantage of their clients, if you look like you even semi-overweight, or they don't even care if you're overweight. They say, "Oh, you're pre-diabetic, and
Yeah.
you need to go on Ozempic." And the reason
Yeah.
why they do that is because every person to them represents anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 per month. So they see
Yeah.
dollar signs when you walk through the door, and so
Yeah.
that's why
That's correct.
Costco is getting ready to sell it. They're going to charge $179 just for the consultations. That's not even including the drug. And
Oh
so we're
my.
priced way better than that. And our product is all natural, and you're not going to have any side effects. And so we're going to definitely inform everybody what those side effects are. They are definitely deadly.
Mm-hmm.
You will never enjoy food again, and it's really a travesty. And so rumor
Yeah.
has it the next thing they're going to start talking about is that metformin is a way to lose weight. And I
Mm-hmm.
know for sure that sends you straight to dialysis, long-term
Yes.
using. So we just want to get the information out to our people. Because we're not doing this just for the money, and there is compensation involved in sharing this information, but we're doing it because we want to make a difference. We want to make an
Yes.
impact. And
Yeah.
so that's
In
why
our
we started.
community, yes. Yeah. Because we really underserved at a lot of times in the doctor's office because they we tell them a problem, they just ignore it really,
Mm-hmm,
or they just
mm-hmm.
assume that we don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
and then
Exactly.
they can force these drugs on you, and then you take them for years, and then you have kidney failure, you have all
Yes.
these other issues, and then you
Yes.
wonder why. It's because all these drugs they're giving you,
Yes. Yes.
because
Yes.
it's
Yes.
all really, they really think about it, it's all man-made. So you got
Mm-hmm.
to use some common sense also.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we try to use entertainment. We try to use um, laughter and humor to
Mm-hmm.
educate our community. Bottom line is we just want people to be well aware of
Mm-hmm.
what they're eating, what they're taking into their body,
Mm-hmm.
and just be aware that and dispel all these myths that it's expensive to be healthy, to eat healthy, because it's not true. And
Yeah.
so this movement is going to also teach our community how to cook well flavored food that's good for them
Mm-hmm.
and tastes good as well. And so it's an entire process, and we're excited about it. And we're looking for impactpreneurs, someone who's interested in getting information about a feel good side hustle, a
Mm-hmm.
side hustle where not only you're making a little money on the side, but you're actually making a difference in your friend's life, your family members' life, your own personal life,
Yeah.
in your community. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for impactpreneurs to lock arms with, and uh, and the beautiful thing about it is the company is they're looking for us. This company's been around for 11 years, and they're making millions of dollars off of ailments that we as people of color lead the charge in. And
Mm-hmm.
when I came on board in January, like full fledged as a brand ambassador, I didn't see anybody that looked like us. And
Yeah.
so I came in full steam ahead and created this movement. And now we're in there making a lot of positive noise, getting the
Mm-hmm.
support by the
Yes.
company and the owners, and we're really making an impact. And so we're growing fast. We're looking for folks to join this movement and lock arms with us and join this movement with us.
Yes, and looking for people to actually come in and want to help their community, want to educate their community, keep them from falling in the trap and actually helping. And it's all natural. So also this it helps with mood swings as well,
Yeah,
or depression. Like
yeah,
if you it helps you with your mood. So
yeah,
can you tell us a little bit about that?
yes. And everything I'm sharing with you, family, I'm sharing from personal experience. I
Mm-hmm.
have been suffering from depression since I was a child. Um, and you'll if you decide to join our movement, you'll learn more about my personal story in depth because I'm in the process of writing a book and whatnot. But yeah, and it's tough being depressed in a Christian because you hear from the pulpit that how can you be depressed? How can you be sad if you believe in God?
Yeah.
If you're a believer, how are you sad? You need to be walking around here smiling all that time. And I had to pull
Mm-hmm.
my pastor to the side and say, listen, if it was that easy, that industry wouldn't be $1 trillion industry. If I
Yes.
could just flip a switch, do you think I want to feel like this?
Yes. I
I
know,
don't
huh?
want to
So
feel like
that's the
this.
truth.
So when I took this product, and in days I felt amazing. I have friends
Yes.
who take the product just for that, so they can
Yeah.
stop taking their antidepressants. With unfortunately, it affects our hair, it affects our skin because it's a
Mm-hmm.
drug.
Yeah.
Antidepressants are drugs, and they affect our body in bad ways, more ways than we know. And so it's
Mm-hmm.
incredible to find something that's natural that can help you with your mood swings and things of that nature. So like I said, I have people who take it just for that
Just
reason alone.
yeah. Yeah, and we're not making no disclaimers. It's just this is her experience and people that she
Yeah,
knows. So
that's right.
you have to consult your doctor and you have to see how it works for you. But we'll
Well,
welcome you to
on that
come and
note,
try it.
though, I'm a Coach Tina. On that note, um, and I'm just being 100% transparent. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm into herbs and things of that nature. The best doctors that I love are doctors who are MD, but also practice natural medicine.
Okay.
Because the ones who have no clue about natural medicine, they just go by what they learned in medical school, and
Mm-hmm.
medical school teaches them to get hooked on pharmaceuticals because they're in
Yes.
cahoots with the pharmaceutical
Yeah.
company. And so if you're lucky, and they're out there, if you can find a doctor who also studied Eastern medicine, which is naturopath medicine, as well as, a regular traditional medicine, that is an incredible combo because they use traditional medicine to
Yeah.
diagnose you, and then they use natural medicine to remedy
Remedy.
what
Yeah.
ails you.
Yeah. I know
So
a couple
definitely
people
try to
that
look for
does.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So let's tell them how that they can actually get involved in the movement.
So we have several different pre-recorded presentations. We do a live presentation once a week. They can get with someone like yourself because you're part of the movement with us.
Yes.
I'm so
I'm part of the
excited.
movement. Yeah.
So they can contact you, Coach Tina. We have Coach Janine. We have several coaches on our team because it's just not about marketing a product and selling a product. Like I said, everybody that's involved, because we don't want or need everybody. We want
Mm-hmm.
those who are not in it just for the money. They're
Yeah.
in it because they want to make an impact. And
Got a
so
servant heart.
we want servant leaders. We want people who
Yes.
really, really, really care about folks, because when you focus on service, the money comes tenfold.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Yes.
even have to focus on it. It's going to come because you're
Yeah.
serving God's people. And that's what our assignment is. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes, just contact one of us, one of the people on
Yeah.
the team. We'll get with
Yes.
you for sure.
Yeah. And you'll be able to help your community because we need to share with our community how that we can this product can impact their lives and change it for the better. And
Absolutely.
we
Absolutely.
want to improve our health because we we can't depend on just the doctors to improve our. We got to actually take action ourselves to
That's
help
right.
improve our lives and help
That's
improve our health. So that's why I'm a part of the movement as well because I got to look out for Tina because there ain't nobody else gonna do it.
That's right. You have to be your own advocate. You have to be
Yeah.
your own advocate. And so it's imperative not to take everything a doctor says as gospel, especially if they're not, into natural medicine. I love doctors when they see your numbers. Like my sister right now, she's battling stage 4 cancer, and she just got her scans back, and she's doing great. Stage
Hmm.
4 cancer, and she's on her 4th year, doing phenomenal. And it's
Yes.
because
Oh,
she
that's
absolutely
blessing.
changed her
That's
diet, she changed her lifestyle. And, food is medicine.
yes.
Your lifestyle is medicine. And so
Hmm.
you can't just look for a pill, and, it's not the end all be all.
Yes.
You have to use what God gave you,
Yeah.
common sense, and use his food that he created and give you access to get access to. So yeah, we're going to be having chefs sharing ways to do things. We're going to have tips on how to grow your own food at home. We have to be self-sovereign on all levels, not only just our money, but
Yeah.
also food. And so this movement is going to cover all kinds of D's that our communities deal with. And that's diet, that's depression, that's
Hmm.
diabetes, that's debt,
Hmm.
disease. We're going to
Yeah.
cover all that, divorce, all
Hmm.
those things of stress, and it's stressful being a person of color, depending on where you live. I'm in Los Angeles. We have one of the worst police departments on the planet. And
Hmm.
so it's stressful just, walking and living, being Black. And
Yeah.
so it's stressful. And so when your levels go up and down and
Hmm.
everything, I know for a fact my diagnosis of diabetes, because I've always worked out, I've always eaten well. I don't even know how to fry chicken. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't even know
Yeah.
how to, I mean, I eat it, but I don't know how to make it.
Yeah.
And so just going to show you, at home, I've just eaten salads and this and that. And so for me to get diabetes, I'm like, what? And through research and talking to different doctors and everything, I realized it was stress induced. And there
Hmm.
is a stress induced version of diabetes. And I'm sure that's what I had. But the
Yeah.
new version of diabetes is coming out that's really concerning me, and it's affecting our community. And we're leading the charge in that as well. And that's
Mm.
type 3 diabetes, which
Oh.
consists of high sugar, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, okay, and
Mm.
high heart rate. And we are leading the charge in that too. And
Mm.
what's happening is, with the combination of all those together, it breeds a impossible storm that
Mm-hmm.
causes early onset Alzheimer's. And that's why you're hearing more and more and more people in their 50s. That used to be an old person's quote unquote disease.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're hearing people in their 50s and 60s getting it. And it's because of our diet, because our
Mm-hmm.
grandparents didn't have the toxic soil where their food
Yeah.
was grown like we do
Yeah.
now. Things
Yeah.
are different now. Everything is
Mm-hmm.
environmentally toxic to us. And so we
Mm-hmm.
have to do things differently. We got to drink way more water so we can flush those toxins out, because there's
Yeah.
no way to 100% devoid all toxins. So you
Mm-hmm.
got to drink a lot of water. You have to sweat so you can sweat out the toxins that way through movement and exercise. So these are kind of things that we want to share with our community. It's
Yes.
just making those little minor tweaks and lifestyle changes. And we're not telling everybody to give up everything that you love to eat. Just have one cheat day a week. And I
Yes.
always save one for the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say one day for the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
then just
good.
be
Good tip.
decent the rest
Yeah.
of the week.
I
you
did that
know?
when I was doing weight when I not at this time, but I need to get back on it. When I was doing weight loss, I did one cheat day during the week, and I lost a lot of weight because I was in juniors because I had got down to a junior, but then I got back on my kick again.
That and it's so normal. What you experience is more common than not, and
Yeah.
so you are not alone. And so that's why we support everyone that joins the movement. We have buddy systems where you can have accountability partner.
Yes.
Because when you have somebody you can buddy up with, they'll keep you on track. You keep each other on track. Because
Yeah.
unfortunately, we care about what other people think and how other people feel more so sometimes than we care about ourselves. So
Mm-hmm.
that buddy system works really, really well. I've done it
Yeah.
before. It works wonders in all aspects of my life, not just
Mm-hmm.
wellness, but my wealth building aspect
Yeah.
of my life, having somebody to be accountable to other than yourself.
Yes.
You tend to do much better.
Yeah.
Definitely so.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I know you talk about the D's. Can you tell us a little bit about the D's? I know you talk about the D's. Let the audience hear about the D's.
Well, let me share the story behind that. This
Mm,
a mutual coach friend of ours, Coach Tina and Coach Janine. Her name was Coach Margot. I don't know if any of the listeners
yeah, I
had the
know.
opportunity
Uh-huh.
to listen and work with her. She was a beautiful, beautiful soul. And she was a mentor as well as a dear, dear friend. And
Uh-huh.
we unfortunately lost her to cancer very quickly. She had it in 5 minutes, she was gone
Uh-huh.
last October. And prior to that, right when the pandemic had started, we had decided we were going to do a podcast called The D Word, because we got to
Uh-huh.
talking because she lost a sister to cancer. So I had shared to her when I had found out my sister had cancer, so she could totally relate and was help me guide through that grief, because just getting that notification was just it was rough. And
Yeah.
so she helped me through that. And so we said, you know what, let's have these conversations, because we don't talk about death. We don't talk
Uh-huh.
about, we don't talk about, drugs and being hooked on antidepressants and stuff like that. And depression. We just don't talk about it. And so um, the pandemic really put a spotlight on having these conversations, because being, shut in like that, people found out that they were depressed and didn't even know they was depressed
Yeah.
because it was locked
Yeah.
out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we
We
wanted to
lost some
have
people
this.
during that time too because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
so we realized we need to start having a conversation. But because of my battle with depression, and I hadn't really dealt with it, I didn't do the work, because it takes work to
Yeah.
deal with it, especially if you don't want to go the traditional drug induced route. I wasn't going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be walking around like a zombie. I wanted to
Yeah.
enjoy life. And so
Yeah.
I was trying to fight it through, and you just can't pray your way through. You got to do the work, and
Yeah.
that's therapy. You just got to find the right therapist. So long story short, uh, it took us time. We kept on saying we was going to do it, and we never got to do it because she got sick. And
Mm-hmm.
so when she passed, two things was going to happen. Either I was going to get so depressed and never come out the cave,
Mm-hmm.
or I just have to snap out of it and carry on, where
Mm-hmm.
we left off. And
Yeah.
so that's where we're at. And so in September, we're going to launch the D Word podcast. And so we're just dealing with the D. So like I said, initially we were just dealing with death, drugs, and depression. But now it's so many other D's,
These.
diabetes and divorce and determination. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of D stories of people who determined to change their current circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're gonna tackle all those D's: debt, getting out
Yeah.
of debt. So we're going to bring some of the top people that look like us onto these podcast episodes and share how we can battle these D's in our lives and come
Mhm.
out on the other side successfully. And
Yes. Yeah.
so,
That's awesome.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and you're moving forward, so I'm so happy for you. I'm glad you're able to move forward and do
yes.
this podcast. It's a blessing.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. And we definitely are going to have you on sharing your D story because we're
yeah,
going to have one. That's going to be
yeah.
awesome. So, yes,
Yeah. So, and then and as it coincide with the D is in diabetes, because that's what this movement is about.
that's
People with
right.
diabetes, and this movement is gonna help them, and they can get on and come on and tell their story, and there'll be more testimonies to help move this movement a little longer. Because if they tried and then they see how it moves, it changed
Yes,
their lives.
yes.
That'll be more stories to add on to the
Oh,
show, and
absolutely.
there'll be
Absolutely.
testimonies that we can share.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be awesome.
It is. It is. And sugar, diabetes leads to so much devastation throughout your life because it leads to issues with, okay, now you're gone. So now it affects the family.
Hmm.
Sugar and the danger of sugar is in everything. It attacks our kids. That's why kids are getting, ADD and all these other ailments that's hampering the way they learn
Hmm.
and everything. So the danger of sugar is so much beyond just diabetes. And it's
Yes.
imperative that we as a people really understand that. And so
Hmm.
when we understand that, we know that there's other ways to sweeten your food. There's monk fruit, there's coconut sugars. There's so many other ways that you can sweeten things that doesn't detrimentally affect your health. I'm going to be sharing with our community as we grow that there's studies all over, and Harvard did it as well, where they show the reaction to your brain is very similar to the reaction to someone taking cocaine. That's
Oh.
how incredible sugar is to and addictive it is.
Hmm. Yeah.
Sugar
Very
sugar
addicted.
addiction is real. It's a real disease.
Yeah.
So we have to trick our brain by sweetening things other ways that trick our brain so we can get off of the deadly stuff and get onto other natural ways to get that same flavor that we're looking for without destroying our bodies.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. So I know we were talking about the sugar, how it affects our body, and it's so addictive, so
Yes,
addictive that we
yes,
don't want to. I said I gotta have my cookies. I just gotta have my cookies, but really I don't. But
that's
my
right,
mind said I want them cookies because of the
right,
taste.
that's right,
Yes,
that's
I
right.
want it because of the taste. And then you have alternates of sugars that you can use in your foods. Well, not
Yes.
necessarily the cookies. I got to get rid of the cookies, but I mean in other things that's healthy for me that
Oh
we
no,
can
we
use.
can do cookies. We can do cookies, and we're going to be sharing different recipes for desserts and things like. Because we can't deprive ourselves. Once we start depriving ourselves, we're going to fall off the wagon and not be able to get back up. So we have to do the alternatives. So we'll
That's
have a segment
alternatives.
that
Yeah.
don't eat this but eat that. We'll have a segment where we'll share that on a regular basis in our different social groups and
Hmm.
groups that your audience will definitely have access to if they decide to lock arms with us.
Hmm.
And we have to attack all that because that's what people gonna say. Well, do I have to give up all everything I love? You have to give me
Yeah.
all my chocolate, my cookies, my chips?
Yeah.
No, it's just healthier versions of it
Yeah.
that your taste buds will adapt to and
Uh-huh.
everything. And especially when you take this product, Transform and the Daily Health System, it actually does alter your taste buds for the good. You'll start
Okay.
craving
You
water.
don't want those things anymore.
You
Right?
don't really want it anyway.
Hmm.
And then when you on your cheat day, you have a little bit. You find you don't eat the whole thing anymore. You just a
Yeah.
couple of bites, you're satisfied, and so
Yeah.
and it doesn't take you long to get there, family. Once you get to that zone, and you just maintain that zone, that's when you'll see your life totally transform from
Hmm.
the inside out.
Yes. Yeah, because
So
the stories are it just excites you because you see the results, and that happens so fast, and like you said, you have to make yourself eat. So you
yes,
have to. It's just, and it's all natural. Y'all hear that? It's
yes,
all natural. It's not
yes,
not drugs. So
yes.
it's now that's something God has put on this earth for us to use, and not this other stuff.
That's
And
right.
it's
That's
actually
right.
doing a better job than some of this other stuff.
That's right. That's right. And I
Yeah.
know your fans are watching us right now. I know for a fact there's very few people that don't know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody is on this old stuff, this
Hmm.
Ozempic stuff. And so we would love for you guys to let them know that you don't want to make them feel bad and vilify them. Congratulate them on their weight loss. Some of them have been heavy all their lives, and finally they found something. They lost this massive amount of weight. But you just let them know that, congratulate them. Hey, I'm glad you achieved what you've been striving for years and years and years. But I have a natural
Version.
product that can help you maintain that. Because bottom line, all they don't want it to come back. So they're ignoring the side effects. They're ignoring that they're sick and nauseated all the time
Hmm.
because they prefer to be thin. They feel, oh, this is a price, no pain, no gain. This is what I got to deal with to remain thin. Not true. And let them
Hmm.
know that we have a natural version that can maintain that weight loss for them and without the side effects and the drugs. And so
Yes.
again, once we get the information, once you know better, you do better. But you
Better.
also,
Hmm.
just like the word of God, once you know, it's your responsibility to share. Same with this. Once you know better, you got to share this with your family, your friends,
Yeah.
co-workers in your community.
Yes. So if anybody's interested, and you can contact me, and I will send you. It's a call tonight, so I would like to invite you to the call tonight.
Yeah.
If you want to hear more about this movement and this product, just contact me. You can inbox me, call me, and I will share the information so you can join us tonight. It's at 7:30 Central Time.
Yes.
So if you want, and so that'll be 8:30 Eastern time and what 5:30? Is that right? I think it's 5:30 your time. I think so. So if you want to join
It's
us,
something I was calling. I apologize.
yeah. So you want to join us? Just come on. Come join us tonight and hear more about it. Yeah. They have some great stories to tell and how it has worked and helped them along on this journey because it's a journey. Like she said, it's a movement. You need to join the movement. It's not all about the money. But it's not. It's nice to make some money while you're doing it. So
Yes.
come and listen how you can earn and how you can improve your health.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
I will ask you to. You have any more final words before we go?
Yes, I just want to speak on the meeting that we're having tonight. I promise you, you haven't heard anything like it. Even our approach to it. This is not your mom's side business. This is not your mom's, relationship marketing business. Our approach is totally unique. It's very impactful. You'll be excited. You will want to get on board and join. Just come and get the information. Get all the facts before you make a decision. But I trust me, once you hear what we're doing, who's involved, how we're doing it, who we're going to be impacting, you'll be excited to be a part of it.
Yes, yes, yes. So thank you for coming on and sharing this information. And I encourage everyone to join us. This is a movement. We're trying to improve our community so our health will be healthy and looking good at the same time. So
Yes,
join us a movement today. Join us on the call to
yes,
just to hear about it. If and then you'll make your final decision. Just come to the call just to hear about it. Not to, you're not making a commitment if you come tonight. You're just coming to hear about the product and what it does, so you'll be able to make a sound decision.
yes.
Well, I thank you for coming on the show, and I'll be talking to you again tonight.
Okay.
So
Thank
bye.
you, Coach Tina. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you, everybody.